un blog y de una pa' la playa. A cogerle un sontán en la toalla. Como Farru y es de valla. Tiene un sexto sentido que nunca le falla. Está puesta con flow maraya. Sale y llama la atención como de la sensación.
Baseball from the Lone Star State. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Houston Astros. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Number 10.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Luis Rodriguez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like they're more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And here it comes. In for a strike, and we are underway in game one of the series.
First pitch, 7-10.
The 0-1.
One ball, one strike.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Byron Buxton.
Yeah, Boogie's hitting better than 300. Just doing a great job of putting the bat on the baseball. You know he's seeing it well. You know he's trusting his hands. Just seems to be like he's in a groove all the time. And I know that's a great feeling. I had it at stretches in my career, but a big lift for his teammates to have a guy like this in the lineup.
Jorge Polanco stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball to left. O'Neill makes the catch. 2 away now. Packed house here at Minute Maid.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Comes in 5th in the American League in batting average. Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball 1. Kicks and deals. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next pitch inside, 2-1.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Kicks and fires. And another ball. The 3-1. And that's in for a strike.
3-2.
Ground ball right side. Altuve slings to first. That takes care of Correa. Out number 3. Down go the Twins in order. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the first. And today on the hill, Dylan Bundy. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
Number 56 stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Juan Soto now. First offering misses the mark. The pitch. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Juan Soto goes deep. His 41st home run of the season. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's some real power at the plate. Number 10.
Batting third. Not shortstop.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that one sliced foul. Here comes a pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton settles underneath it. He's got it. One away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because guys are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners because these guys know what to do when men are on.
Swings through that one. 0-1. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. 2 away.
That is it. The first baseman, number 30.
Out to short. Correa handles the chance, sends it to first, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Leading off for the Twins,
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And one out now. Here's Gio Urshela.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty to the plate. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And the right-hander deals. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Byron Buxton takes a ball here as he stands in now. And the 1-0. And delivers outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
Ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Jake Cave now.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Buxton on the run. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next offering upstairs.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. One left for Minnesota, and they're down 2-0. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Bundy back to work. Just missed. The 1-0. Judge rips that one. On its way. And it's gone. Aaron Judge leads the yard. His 29th of the season. It's 3-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 1-1. Popped up left side. Correa is there. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
In there for strike one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Whips it to Mountcastle, and O'Neill is retired.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. First pitch, and he just misses. On the ground to the left. Ramos on to first. That ends the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. Top half of the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Alex Kirilo.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Rodriguez back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That clips the corner. And the pitch. On the ground. Altuve handles it. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number one.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos comes up to hit. First offering, and it just misses. The wind of the pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Now, 2-1.
And that's downstairs and outside. And the right-hander's 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the righty deals. The punch out there, 2 down.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Luis Arraez stands in. Lifted in the air, out to left. And base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one's in there, 0-1. And a pitch. And fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the frame. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Houston, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Astros leadoff man, number 56.
The center fielder.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's a ball and a strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kirilo makes the play, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan.
Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Righty delivers.
Nope. Ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The wide to kick the pitch. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
Three-two now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And here's a 3-2. That one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Stays alive. And a pitch. Swung on, belted. That one's back. He can't get there. It's a base hit. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Number 10 up next for the Astros. First offering misses the mark. That one missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And it's fouled away. And a 3-1 on the way. Ripped on a line. Buxton brings it in. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Diego Corona up next for the Astros. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
Puts the squeeze on that one, and that is that. So the Astros lead one, but they lead it 3-0. New inning getting started. Now Correa up to hit. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The pitch. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground right side, fires over to first. That takes care of Correa.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0. And he deals. That one missed. Now 3-0. That's through there for a strike.
Counted 3-1.
The 3-1. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Gio Urshela to the plate.
is safe.
And that's in there for strike one.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The 0-1. And that's outside. Kicks and deals. Right side. Judge is there. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Twins retired in short order. Still down 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Astros, number 30.
For the Astros, the first baseman.
The wind and the pitch. There's a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Next pitch is in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a line drive caught.
The right fielder, number 99,
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1-1. The pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
(3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. Now it's Alex Bregman. Fourth in the AL in RBIs. That one's in there, 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
0-1 now. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. We played 4. It's the Astros 3 and the Twins nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Byron Buxton.
Number 25, Byron Buxton.
The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
It's 1-2.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Cave stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And the right-hander deals. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Kirilo.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Alex Kirilo. Grounded out his first time. In there for strike 1. And that one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in is the speedy Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And the pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
Kicks and fires.
Nope. 1-1.
Strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One and 2 now. And down on strikes. And there's one away.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. First pitch just misses. And the righty deals. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kirilo pulls that one down, and there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 56.
Here's the center fielder, number 56.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And the first offering is not close. 2 down, nobody on. There's a strike. Foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. But they lead at 3-0. Back here in Houston, here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
The right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a good eye there.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Arias.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. 1 for 2. On the ground, out to short. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
And the 1-0. And there's a ball. Bounce to the left side. Now the throw to first on the run. And the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 3 and the Twins nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Juan Soto.
For the Astros, the designated hitter, Juan
The
Soto.
pitch. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Chichi Gonzalez up and throwing. Woods Richardson warming up as well. The next offering misses. Ball 2. The pitch. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Next offering misses. Ball 3. Righty delivers. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 10.
So up next, number 10. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And he deals. And a strike in there.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Fly ball down the line, a little bloop single, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
And here's the catcher, Diego Corona. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. That one missing inside.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Number 10, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The pitch. There's a strike.
Well, notice they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
And the 2-2. Stays alive. Bundy checks the runner. Back in there standing. Next pitch is outside, and a full count now. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking, and there are 2 down.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Number 30 up next for the Astros. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bundy checks the runner, and he's back in there. Next pitch misses inside, and now 2-0. At the belt and fires.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
He's going.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Tag. Save. Ramos throw too late. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Runner at second, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Dylan Bundy out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. On the mound now for the Twins, Chichi Gonzalez. And he'll do his best to keep this close.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that's in there for strike 1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Rolled over to third. Urshela to first in time. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 2 left for the Astros, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And a pitch. And he pumps it a strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Phil Maton, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Baez getting cranked up as well. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
All game long, he's really done a great job of keeping these hitters guessing. You've got to play with that front foot. He's done exactly that, keeping them off balance.
Got him. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch. Fastball in for a strike. That's strike 1.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Urshela steps in. In there, and it's 0-1. The wind to kick the pitch. And it's 1-1. The wind and the pitch. Bounced up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Here's Byron Buxton. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And ball one.
Went out.
Urshela off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. One left for Minnesota. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
The pitch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
So next up for Houston, Tyler O'Neill. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The wind of the pitch. Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Tyler O'Neill sends it out. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And next to hit for Houston, Jose Altuve.
Now batting, the second baseman.
In there for strike 1.
Altuve.
Good eye right there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses outside, and a count 2-1. Righty to the plate. Hot shot to third. Fires across the diamond, and they get Altuve for the out.
Now batting, number 56.
Here's the Astros leadoff man, number 56. First pitch just misses. Left-hand hitter waits.
Yeah.
This to third. Urshela picks it up. Zips it to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the right fielder, Jake Cave.
The right fielder, number 8, Jake.
And here it comes. And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And the pitch. Now 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Ryan Stanek getting loose out there. Sulser getting loose as well. The 1-1. And that one off the outside edge.
I got 2-1 to count.
And a pitch.
Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Rip towards third. Tosses across to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The left fielder, Kirilo.
Alex Kirilo, the next twin up to hit. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it, whips it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Now it's going to be Wilson Ramos. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Foul ball there. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Going 2 now. The punch out there. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in Houston. Now it's the DH, Juan Soto.
For the Astros, the designated hitter,
The wind of the pitch.
Soto.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And that ball is out of here. Another homer. His 42nd home run of the season. It's 5-zip. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Jorge Alcala. And this is appearance number 45. And the batter will be the shortstop, number 10.
Now batting, number 10.
First offering misses badly for ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the 1-0. And that one a little bit high.
2-0.
Right-handed reliever. Liner, base hit. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
The 1-0. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Mountcastle puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Now batting, number 30.
Man at first, number 30 up next for the Astros. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
1-0.
It's a pitch out. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Here comes a pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Judge in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And the righty deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now 2 gone.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And stepping in for the Astros, Alex Bregman for the 4th time tonight. That one drilled left field. That's back there. It bangs off the wall. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So man aboard, Tyler O'Neill up next for the Astros.
Left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And that's in there for strike 1. Ball 1 there. Bregman stands at second with 2 gone. Kicks and fires. Sliced hard but foul. The 1-2. Fouled off. He was late. One, 2 now. And now 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Through 8 full, it's the Astros 7 and the Twins nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park, we go to the 9th. Now it's the Twins DH, Luis Arias. The right-hander back to work. Off the mark there. 1-0.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. Out to short. Sends it across to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now back, second baseman,
Jorge Polanco, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0. There's the strike. Righty delivers. And it is 2-1. The pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. And now Carlos Correa. Good contact guy, good defender. That one hammered, but pulled foul. High fly ball, right field. Judge is under it. He pulls it down, ball game. And the Astros take this one in a blowout.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.